Ta-da! Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're having all kinds of wonderful special technical things coming up. I've heard that's been a trend and a theme lately, but I believe we are live now on both Facebook and YouTube. So, greetings. My name is Nick Lasky. For those of y'all that I may be meeting for the first time, or you're tuning in to meet me for the first time, and I'm a professional psychic and astrologer based in Virginia here at the Aquarian Bookshop, and I'm very happy to connect with you in this way. This is a guided meditation that I've been leading since really the pandemic began. And it has been an opportunity for me to share and bring people together with our consciousness and in setting intention, in spreading light, and doing what we can energetically from wherever we are to bring a greater amount of calm, consciousness, and harmony to the planet while we are in the midst of quite chaotic times. So, if you are new, if you could in the chat, please type where you're tuning in from. And otherwise, I am super happy that y'all have joined us. And I do want to also say that this is an offering of Jerome's Mystery School. So I'm a student in Transformational School of Wisdom, and this is one of the offerings that I'm making as in regards to this. And so after the meditation, if you want to stick around, I'm going to share a little excerpt from a Jerome program called, let's see, The Spirilic Law of Kundalini. We've been on a Kundalini theme, so I'm going to get into that. And otherwise, let's go into meditation. So, allow yourself now to settle into a relaxed, comfortable position. And just make sure we are live. Actually, we may not have been live on Facebook. We're changing all of that right now. I think we should be live now on Facebook. Okay. Welcome. Yes, indeed. Look at that. You see, the technology strangeness continues. Oh my gosh, Emily is here. Ah, wonderful, Emily. Good to see you pop up here. And we got some folks here from Richmond. Beautiful. From the Rainy Fan. Love it. And now we are officially live on Facebook too. Beautiful. And we have some sun in down under in Australia as well, coming from John. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and get started with our meditation. So go ahead and settle into a comfortable position. I recommend to sit with your back up straight, either supporting your own spine or just sitting up against something. If you are super inclined to lay down, that's fine. As long as you're one of these people that knows that you are going to stay awake. Because sleeping is not meditation. But I digress. Anyways, so let's get ourselves into a comfortable position. If you need to stretch, if you need to adjust yourself, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and really relax. Maybe roll your neck for a moment of time. Maybe if you want to wiggle a little bit, shake it out. Whatever you need to do to really allow yourself to relax and settle into a comfortable, relaxed position. It is wonderful to see so many home folk here. So let's take a few deep breaths in, out together. So let's start off by taking a big breath in through the nose and a big open mouth release. Let's do this 2 more times, sighing out this time, breathing in and exhaling. Any tension, any tightness you're holding on to, any stress, releasing it. Breathing in 1 more time. And a big release. And beginning to close your eyes. acknowledging it is time to turn within, letting go for now of the outside world, acknowledging it's time to relax. Give yourself permission in this moment to relax. And I'll begin a count from 10 to 0. And when I reach 0, you will be more deeply, profoundly relaxed and surrendered in this let go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And now profoundly relaxed in this ease. Everything is easy. Everything in this moment is gentle. If any thoughts or distractions or sounds take your awareness for a moment of time, that's totally fine. Simply acknowledge it and then bring your awareness back to your center, back to your breath, and allowing yourself to go deeper now. And there have been quite some intense energies, especially this last week or so, really the whole 2020, but especially the past week or so. So go ahead and check in with yourself in this moment of time as you breathe profoundly and ask yourself and really allow yourself to be honest and real with yourself in this moment of time. How are you? How am I? And simply listen. Be quiet and listen. Feel what you are processing, how you feel, the state of your mind, of your heart, your physicality. Allowing yourself a few moments to check in with yourself. Maybe you are quite aware and quite been present with yourself. Or maybe you've been running, or busy, and you need this moment to catch up with yourself. So let's just take a few moments to breathe profoundly. And allow yourself to be. No need to change anything right now. Just allow your awareness, everything to rise up, to come into your awareness, acknowledging it. And in the next moment of time, breathe profoundly. Big breath in and out. And let's bring ourselves back to some foundational gratitude. So, taking another profound breath and breathing in gratitude. If upon this day you have had access to running water, that is something to be profoundly grateful for. So really take a moment to acknowledge that. If you've had access to food, and perhaps to an abundance of food, not necessarily that you gorged yourself, but you could have if you wanted to. And breathe profoundly in gratitude. And go ahead in this moment and contemplate if there's any other base things that we in the Western world may take for granted. Maybe fresh, clean clothes, maybe more than one pair of shoes, maybe one pair of shoes. Allowing yourself to check in with the reality of your situation. No matter what is unfolding, you have so much to be grateful for. So as you gaze within, as you contemplate these things, really cultivate a sense of gratitude. And another profoundly grateful thing to be grateful for in this moment is that you are alive in this profound opportunity in a human incarnation where you have the ability to learn, to grow, to evolve. It is a blessing to be alive. Take hold, reel in the blessings that you have in your life, the things that are going well for you, maybe that we overlook at times. And then maybe sensate gratitude. Choose one person whom you are grateful for that has been or is in your life. But that is one of the other miraculously beautiful things about our time here is relationships, the opportunity to connect with friends, with family, with lovers, with co-workers, anyone. And once again, now let's breathe profoundly 3 times as you really feel gratitude having filled your heart. And in this moment of time, bring your awareness of gratitude to the earth, to Mother Earth, to Gaia, who provides so much to us. The food, the water, the sustenance, the very atoms of your physicality, of your body, are regenerated by what Mother Earth has to offer. So gratitude in this moment of time for the earth. And in the same moment, breathing profoundly and feeling yourself dropping in, connecting with the earth, becoming more and more grounded. Maybe sending an energy line down into the earth. Maybe a column of light down into the earth that connects with the core of the earth. But then as you breathe profoundly, you find this connection open with this infinite source of energy rising up through this core, this column of light, beginning now to fill you. Filling your body, filling your being with light. So as you image yourself in your third eye with your eyes closed, you can see yourself glowing, radiating light. And with each breath, more and more light comes up from the earth, filling you and beginning now to spill over beyond your body, around and outward into the room. And you are the vessel. You are the mediator in this moment for the light to rise up from the earth and the bridge to shine, to radiate that light, that energy outward. So image now that this light spreads to fill the entirety of your home or whatever building or structure that you are in at this time. And allow the light to quickly spread in all directions. You as simply a beacon, simply a vessel through which the light has the opportunity to shine, directed by your consciousness. And the light now expands to the surrounding area, maybe other homes, neighbors, maybe the surrounding wilderness. Everyone, everything is enveloped in this light. And it continues to spread until the entirety of the city that you are in is wrapped, is bathed in this light. And it quickly spreads beyond to fill the entirety of the state or the province that you are in. And continuing with another profound breath as the light shines, filling, illuminating the entire country that you are in. And then out to other countries, across oceans, until the entirety of the planet is glowing, is illuminated with this radiant light, pure life force light that is energizing, that is purifying, that in its core signature of energy is love. So breathe profoundly for a few moments as you visualize, as you image the earth surrounded in this light. Knowing that every human, every animal, every plant, every organism on the earth is in this light. And what a joy, what a blessing to be able to be this conduit. For not only is everyone and everything receiving this light, but as it passes through you, it is profoundly recharging and energizing. So in the next moment of time, become aware that there are other meditators all across the United States, in Australia, in Europe, that are tuned in at this time. And then in the next moment, visualize them as bright points of light, brighter points of light on the Earth's grid. And then bring your awareness to other spiritual practitioners at different places, different countries, maybe not tuned into this specific meditation, but holding the same vibration, holding the same quality of consciousness, of sharing and spreading love, light, calmness to humanity, to all sentient beings at this time. And seeing these bright points of light popping up everywhere, every country, and seeing them becoming interconnected like a grid, like a spider web. And it's this brighter grid over the light that we're tuning into, as this bright grid feeds quickly the rest of the planet and humanity. We are empowered as we do this together. So breathing profoundly now, 3 times. And in the next moment, we'll begin to offer specific intentions, specific blessings, specific qualities to emanate, to invoke, and to radiate outward to the grid. So after I share each one, breathe profoundly. I will ring the bell, and then focus your intention upon sending that out to the grid. So in this moment of time, beloved Father, Mother, God, existence, let us invoke and invite a great, great calmness, first within ourselves, and then to radiate out to all of humanity, breathing profoundly to calmness. And let us invite and radiate now the spirit of compassion. To beauty. Let us invite and radiate now a deepening of empathy. Let us hold in consciousness and invite a deepening of the respect for all other beings, all other humans, no matter what race, what orientation, what religion, what sexuality, whatever kind of human and how they identify themselves or who they are. Allow a deepening of respect amongst all humans at this time for other humans. And in the next breath, let's invite this deepening of respect for animals, for the earth, for the waters, for the ecosystems, for the forests. Allow humanity, allow a deepening in the enthusiasm of bringing great harmony and balance and respect for nature and the environment and all of its beautiful creatures at this time. Breathing profoundly. And let us invite now the spirit of healing, the spirit of profound, robust physical health. And then let us invite in and radiate out light for profound, robust mental health, health of mind, to allow the collective and everyone's individual mind to come into greater harmony and balance. Breathing profoundly. Let us invite in the next moment of time a profound emotional healing for those that have experienced traumas, intensity, extreme fear. Breathing profoundly as we invite the spirit of emotional healing and radiating that out to the grid. And in the next moment of time, if you have any particular qualities or prayers or blessings that you would like to send out while you are connected at this time, go ahead and do so. So be it. And let us once again breathe profoundly now 3 times. And beginning now to gently come back, bringing your awareness back into your body, sensating your physicality, maybe wiggling, stretching your fingers, your toes, your arms, adjusting your neck, your back. Taking a few moments to come back, and I'll count to 10. And when I reach 10, you may gently open your eyes and find yourself once again awake and alert in the place where you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking a final deep breath in. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Welcome back, folks. So I will seamlessly transition now into a short little excerpt from the program by Jerome that I mentioned before, the Spirilic Law of Kundalini. Yes, and it explains what Kundalini is right here at the beginning. So, Kundalini, most appropriate. You are very brave to be here, most appropriate. Kundalini is the purest life force that can penetrate this dimension, for it is a penetrating energy. If this dimension, that which is the earth plane, the third dimension, exists with particular properties of density, that forms a veil that must then be related to with senses that justify that reality to the brain, and the condition of that reality is received as a perception. If you didn't quite catch that, essentially, we perceive things with our senses in this physical. What Russell Brand likes to say, these flesh puppy suits. Okay, but this reality is not the only reality. It is a very small part of the way a reality is organized. It is a very dense part of the greater reality's organization. And it is so profound, this organization and this density, that the mass brain, meaning the brain of mankind, humankind, womankind, has not been charged with the energy that would allow the physical being that which is called a vision of the greater reality, the more subtle dimensions. Each of you here knows somewhere in your being that there are other places in this creation to go and to experience, to journey through other than this reality. However, habit forms very quickly in the brain. And that habit of perception begins to entrain you to the reality of this density. And you begin to accept it as real. Much of the time, many of you present accept it as completely real. And that is most appropriate. Kundalini is like the moment when the sun and the water cause the field to germinate. Kundalini causes the greater field of the soul to germinate. Oh my goodness. It exists in all things. It exists in your body. It is organized in the body in particular ranges of density. And being organized in particular ranges of density gives rise to particular manifestations of reality. You understand this in much of your yoga practice as the philosophical unfoldment of the chakric bodies. The chakric bodies that process the life force Kundalini and process according to its capability, according to its level of function. So you may reason Kundalini to be a piercing force. Where doors have been locked, Kundalini attempts to open the door as a charge beyond logic because you cannot reason Kundalini into existence, into activation. It is beyond mind, though it affects mind, though it affects body, though it affects emotion. So we will continue on with this teaching, with this intensive for the next several weeks. I'm excited about it, going deeper into Kundalini. And yeah, thank everybody so much for tuning in. It is a wonderful blessing to tune in every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Please feel free to share with your friend, your mother, your brother, your sister, your child, your boss, whoever is willing to sit down and listen or meditate, as the more the merrier, the more that we can be calm and conscious, the more that we can be of assistance and of service to as many people as we can be. So, yes, I think I'll leave it at that. I could go on for a long time, but thanks everybody so much for tuning in. And I hope you all have a blessed rest of your week. And remember to touch back in with these foundational gratitude things to be grateful for. You know, most of the world, most humans do not have access to clean running water in their home. So if you do, you are extremely blessed. Don't forget that. All right, folks. See y'all later.